came all the way from Tampines to here
Yeah.
with my crutches, bringing my gear to take video for free.
So this is the first episode of the Origin Story. Thank you so much for coming on, and I'm super, super excited. I feel like I'm back in my place of origin, Singapore, so I'm super excited to start like this.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right, awesome. Maybe just to start, let's go like a 1 minute, 2 minute rundown of like where you've come from and just like what you've been doing and like where you're up to now.
Okay, where I come from, where I've been doing, where I'm up to now. Okay, so hi, my name is Richard Prayoga, and I'm actually Indonesian, but now I'm based in Singapore. So I'm actually come from this island called Borneo in Indonesia. So it's actually just a very small city, and it's not really advanced like in the capital of like Jakarta and something like that. And I wasn't really into filmmaking or like dancing at the start also. So I didn't want to come Singapore, but my father forced me to go because apparently it's something that my father want me to do. Like that's what he's hoping me to do, to send me to study overseas and everything. So I was forced to study in Singapore and learn English. Oh yeah, my English was bad last time, so I was forced to learn English and take the class here, and somehow I become the person who did video for Singapore now. So how did it goes about is back in Polytechnic. So I was in Singapore Polytechnic, and I was the publicity head for a dance club called Strictly Dance Zone. So as a publicity head, my job is to take videos, record the classes, and also the trainings, and we also have concert. So I have to do a bunch of publicity for that event and everything. So, and also at the same time, I also support my friend, whoever that joining competition, joining battles.
Yeah.
So that's where I get into the street cultures and also the competitive dance elements of dance. So that's where I get hooked, and somehow I also help my friend to take video of their rounds, of their performance and everything, and it become a hobby or like a routine. I think actually it become a routine, so that every week I will also always help my friends, and yeah, also my friend also always doing pretty good. Like I have alumni also really doing very well and everything. So they always get like top 4, even finals. So like I end up shooting the whole event sometimes. So I always wonder myself like, what do I do with all these footages? It's like I have so many. So like I decided to create a YouTube channel just for fun. Just to post there, and I don't know why somehow the date that I created for RP Productions is on 14 February, Valentine's Day. I have no idea. It's just interesting fact. So yeah, I decided to make a YouTube video and just dump my video there. Then people somehow just keep asking for more, and then I just started doing it for the sake of like, oh okay, I'm just helping the scene, and like since I'm free anyway, I got nothing to do besides playing game. Yeah, I was last time I was really into gaming and everything. So I don't know. I don't know how I end up here, but I think the reason is because there was a demand. Like it was a hidden demand that actually people want to have a video of like all these footages of dance battles and performances. Just that there's no one doing it. So like I realized that, which is interesting because this is what I learned in school.
Yeah.
I study in business innovation and design in Singapore Polytechnic. That's what we learn about design thinking. So basically, design thinking is how can you solve a problem that people actually don't notice that is actually a problem.
Yeah.
And then we try to make a business out of it, like make that solution as a business. So technically, I'm applying what I learned in school to this whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yes, I make you proud. Like I hope I make my teachers proud. So
I
like
love
yeah.
it.
So yeah, that's what I'm currently doing right now. I wouldn't really expect myself like just a normal guy. Like if I see myself like last time 5 years ago, I'm just a normal guy from a small town. Like have nothing to do with dance, nothing to do with filming. But now suddenly I'm doing all that. Like life can be so weird.
Yeah, super weird. Just
So
like the journey that like somehow leads you to where you're at now.
exactly. So
Mm.
I just keep doing on. I just keep doing it, and I get more opportunities, more projects, more gigs, and now like I'm slowly working with more brands and everything. Yeah, honestly, it's word of mouth. Like, and also a lot of my friends recommend me, so I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
think
so
that's about
awesome.
it.
Crazy. Maybe let's go with like growing up. So you were in Indonesia. How long? Like how long did you live there for, and when did you move to
Okay.
Singapore?
So I basically live half of my life in Indonesia, 17 years. So that's where I grew up and learned, and then how do I grow up? Okay, so 17 years old, and then I moved to Singapore in 2009, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 2009. It's funny thing is because that in order to get into school in Singapore, you have to take some kind of test, and I was overconfident with my knowledge and everything.
Yeah.
Like I have very basic understanding of English and like maths,
Yeah.
and but somehow I think that I could just
You can just do it.
smoke it
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
But no, man. Apparently, Singapore education system, like the
Yeah.
syllabus,
It's a lot different.
is totally
yeah.
different from my country.
Yeah.
Like let's just say for English, in Indonesia we just learn present tense, past tense, like all the
Yeah.
grammars and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
But when you're doing a test, you have to write composition,
Like a whole
comprehension,
thing.
and like what?
Yeah.
And also even for the maths exam, I only brought pencil, pen, ruler. I didn't even bring calculator.
Calculator.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like I died. So
Yeah.
like because it's totally different. It how do I say? I was growing in a family. My dad is a businessman. My mom always helped my dad most of the time. My dad does seafood,
Okay.
so it's totally off.
Yeah.
It's like it's totally yeah. So when I grew up, I'll always see fish. Like in my house, it's 3 story.
Mm.
The first floor is literally fish tanks, like
Okay.
fish ponds, and like where all you put your fishes, like, and then you have to pack it and export it
Yeah.
to Singapore.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
that's
God.
what my dad do,
Yeah.
and my mom helped it, the admin stuff and everything. So I grew up a lot with seafood related, and then like yeah, I also have a house like literally near the ocean, like
Mm.
I would say, yeah, ocean, yes.
Yeah.
So like those old school, like like water, and like there's a how do I say? They use a high wood to stick the house so that it doesn't. How do I say? Yeah. Wait, let me show you.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Yep. This is my house. Wait, my house used to be like this. It used to be like this.
Okay. So it's literally like on the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I come from this kind of village.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, I was born in
So-
this kind of village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like put it up on the video so people can see that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's where I was born, and then after that I moved to a better neighborhood and everything. Then my dad business got better and everything, so he can send me. Yeah. How do I say? The only reason why I also have to go Singapore is because my sister went there first. I mean, went Singapore first, and I just basically following my sister footsteps. Yeah. So, and then I came to Singapore together with my two cousins, so it wasn't really a solo journey for me. So it's like at least I have a cousin to like uh, talk about schools and
Yeah,
everything.
so you're not like super lonely.
Yeah, super lonely, and most of the time we play games together.
Yeah.
And there was this certain period of time that I was really into gaming, like
Yeah.
Dota.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dota. Yeah, cool.
Dota, yeah, I play until like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
like almost every day. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
So it's a different phase. So how do I explain? Indonesia, grew up just like normal kid, doing nothing, just playing game, and then come to Singapore together with my cousins, still playing game, and then that's when actually okay. Sorry, I need to tell this. So what makes me interested in the dance in the first place is because I took a class randomly in my secondary school, and then
This is Indonesia?
in Singapore.
Singapore. Okay.
In Singapore, I only started dancing in Singapore. So in Singapore, I took this class, and then this class introduced me to an event. It's called Chingay.
Okay.
I don't know whether you know, but
sure,
in Singapore, Chingay is like a parade,
Yeah.
night parade. So one of the parade is like a lot of dancing and everything. So that's why I get started in dancing and everything. Yeah, then that's when I decided, okay, I want to take at least dance in Singapore Polytechnic. So that's when I end up with the Strictly Dance Zone club, and then I become the publicity and yada yada, so on and so on. Yeah.
Awesome.
I guess that's the timeline now.
Yeah. Crazy. So in school, growing up in Indonesia, so you played games and stuff, but like in school, how did you? Were you like really good at school? Did you like school? Were you just kind of going there to kind of?
I guess I do quite well, even though I didn't really study. My parents always tell me that I'm quite smart because that I don't study much. I play game a lot.
Yeah.
But end up I'm still
good marks.
I still get good marks.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how I did it, but somehow. Oh wait, sorry. In Indonesia, I used to cheat a lot too. But no, it's just sometimes only.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It was fun. Like in Indonesia, it's very different culture, and I used to cheat a lot. Like doing all those tricks that you see in the movies.
Yeah.
Like trying to give signals with your friend, tapping code and everything. Like I don't know.
Was there any specific subjects like you couldn't do and you were doing like cheats for that? Or?
Usually those subjects that's like related with science and history.
Okay.
That's the hardest. Memorizing, I'm very bad at memorizing. Because in real life, I always forget stuff.
Yeah.
If you know me, then I always forget stuff.
Yeah.
So it's relatable now. I'm always an introvert kind of guy, and I don't really talk much in school.
Yeah.
But I was actually active. I did Boy Scout. Yeah.
Okay.
Boy Scout.
I was gonna say, what else were you interested growing up? Like, so you were into gaming? Is there any other little activities or sports?
So I did Boy Scout.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, during Boy Scout, I did actually like at least 5 years of Boy Scout. I took it quite seriously actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was really dark
Yeah.
and like almost chocolate. Because I was always out of the sun, and like doing all those walking parade and doing knots and everything. But one of my Boy Scouts friend did breakdancing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
was that the first time you saw it?
That was when I first time exposed to breakdancing. So like, what is that?
Yeah.
This is breakdancing. Like, okay, like that sounds dangerous. Like, because they were doing freezes and everything. Oh, I think you'll break your neck and everything.
Yeah.
So, but that point of time, it wasn't really. It was just something that I would just ask curiosity, but I wasn't really interested in it. Like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. So, I was actually really a huge gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, until now,
I was gonna say, you're still into it?
I'm still into it. Just that now I don't have
as
a lot
much
of time. Because of projects and everything. I try to play, and actually playing games is my way to escape from like work and everything.
I think everyone needs some sort of like escape and relaxing time,
Yes.
because you push so hard in like this, you just
Correct.
need something, whether it's spending time with friends or like
Yes.
gaming, like
For
whatever
me-
it is. Yeah.
For me, gaming is my best friend. Like in terms of like, yeah, even sometimes I get scolded by my girlfriend
Yeah.
because I play too much game. But like, hey, I love game too. Don't
You
make me
gotta do what you
choose.
gotta do.
Don't
Yeah.
make me choose. Like, yeah. So I was a gamer, and then there was a point of time that actually I was considering I want to be a game maker.
Yeah. Maker.
Like I
Yeah.
want to make my own games.
Yeah.
Or
Like code and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then or maybe I want to be a game reviewer,
Yeah.
and then or maybe game designer, because
Yeah.
I was somehow into like Photoshop or illustration sometime last time.
Yeah.
So that's how.
Was there any steps that you took to like actually make that happen, or were you just thinking that as a kid, like, oh, that would be cool?
So actually, before I get into Singapore Polytechnic, I get to choose which school I want to go. So it was either a business innovation and design in Singapore Polytechnic, or some kind of art course or like game course in Temasek Polytechnic.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I really wanted to go Temasek Polytechnic, because the dance club there was very strong. Temasek, TPDE,
Okay.
the winner of Super 24 this year.
Okay. Crazy.
It's like, oh, TPDE, that's where I mean Temasek Polytechnic, that's where the TPD is from. It's like, I think if I want to join dance, I
You'd
would
go
go
there.
there. And actually, because I live in the east, Temasek Polytechnic is so near my house, but somehow I end up with Singapore Polytechnic, which totally opposite of my house,
Yeah.
which is in the west, and like this is the only course, and like I don't know, man. I just took that stupid leap of faith and like jump.
Yeah.
Like,
What was the battle between like picking? What were the pros and cons? Were you like, was it harder to pick that one because like it wasn't exactly what you wanted to do, or your friends, or?
okay, I think that point of time actually is very interesting as well, because I only found out about that course because I was accompanying my cousin who is looking for a course in Singapore Polytechnic.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I was just like following them. Okay, because I already wanted to go in Temasek Polytechnic.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to go join TPDE, or maybe doing some games or drawing stuff. But then I was like, my cousin like, so what course are you want to join? Like, I don't know. I want to go Singapore Polytechnic, the open house. Like,
Yeah.
just walk. Okay, I'll accompany you. So while we were walking on the business school, I was introduced to this course, and like I fell in love in like first sight, and
Yeah.
like the lecturer introduced me like about design thinking, and I was quite intrigued by
Is that the course like design thinking, or?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the course that actually helped me change my perspective in life.
Yeah.
So like somehow that become my choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like kind of led you to there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way that my lecturer introduced me to this concept of design thinking was very interesting, then makes me want to learn more. So, and the funny thing is that course no longer exists now.
Really?
Yes.
When did it stop? Like,
I think this is the last year.
oh,
Yeah.
why?
So
Any reason?
I'm the pioneer batch.
Yeah.
I'm the first batch.
Oh, okay.
And now it's no longer.
That's
Okay.
cry.
Yeah.
I feel like that's it seems like a good course,
It
especially
just
for,
happens like for that period of time.
Yeah.
Like, but it really changed my life. How to say? We were the pioneer batch, so
Yeah.
basically that we are the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
And everything. So they actually try a lot of ways to teach us about design thinking. So I feel like we get exposed a lot because they were trying
Just
out a lot of
everything.
stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, that's good and a bad thing,
Yeah.
because sometimes it really gets super tiring and
Yeah.
everything, especially with balancing with dance and everything. So, but the methods and all the skills that they taught us, I can still use it now
Yeah.
in any kind of problems.
Yeah.
Really.
How many years was the course in? Like,
3 years.
3. Okay.
Yes, it was a 3 years of intensive of design thinking. So
Yeah.
like, and we even get to fly to Toronto, Canada,
Oh, crazy.
for 2 weeks to learn from the founder of that method.
Course? Oh, the method. Okay.
Yes. So the guy the guy or the wait, is it the guy? Yes, the guy who created that method actually teach us like how he came up with that book and everything.
That's crazy.
So it was eye opening for us.
That's insane. And you were dancing at that time while like in school. So
Yeah.
you were dancing, and
So-
that's when you started dancing.
And I was the president of the course.
Of the course.
So the course need a president to like it is like each course like
Yeah.
business, international business, business innovation design, business administration, financial business. Each course have their own president, like
Okay.
to take care of like the course and everything,
Yeah.
like take care of the course. So I was the president of that course.
Crazy. Did
So-
you want to be, or did you suddenly just get put? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why they just like everyone like asked me to be the president. So yeah, it just happened. So like okay, sure. And I was juggling that and also publicity, and at the same time I was dancing, and then studying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things happening at
Yeah,
the same time. But somehow I went through it, and
I'm just curious if you had like a few like specific pieces of not advice, pieces of knowledge that you got from the course. What would it be that has stuck with you now? That like this little like quote maybe from the course
Yeah.
that's just stuck with you.
so the first lesson that the design thinking course teach me is empathy.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is empathy. Like at first, now empathy is everyone knows what's empathy, but at that point of time, like 5 years back, empathy, like what is this empathy thing? Like, and then putting your perspective in the shoes of other people,
Yeah.
like who's having that solution and problem. So that itself, that thinking actually can help you solve a lot of problems. Yeah. So
I really believe empathy is like, I don't know, for me, it's just been one of the biggest things just in life. I just think outside of like even business, but just like life and just relationships, like having empathy just can solve so many problems. Because I think most of the problems caused like in the world of relationships, like small or big, I think it's just not understanding the other side. And that's
Yeah.
all it is,
Yeah.
really. So
exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why I say this course really changed my mind.
yeah,
Like, and I used to, okay, I wasn't really a good son last time. There's a point of time that I ignore my dad, and then like
Yeah.
sometimes at a point of time that the point that where he disapproved me dancing,
yeah.
I have to fight back, like shout back at
Yeah.
him. But then because of this empathy thing, like I realized that okay, I understand where he's coming from and everything. Then I try to approach my situation in different manners and everything like that. So yeah, now it's better. So empathy,
Yeah.
empathy.
What kind of like when he was disapproving of you dancing, was it like him telling you to like do a certain course or a certain thing, or like push for this, or was he just saying don't do dance?
Yeah, don't do dance. Basically, don't do dance
Yeah.
because my dad is a businessman, so
yeah.
he is very realistic in terms of like saying, okay, so this dance thingy, how far can you go?
Yeah.
Like, what you're gonna end up become? Like, especially it's Asian parents is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
worst. So it's like he will just ask like, so are you gonna be like the backup dancer for someone?
Yeah,
Or like
That's
what
the
can
same
you do?
thing as well.
So it's like, okay, I mean he's right. He's just worried about me, but it's just that the way that Asian parents sometimes
Say it?
saying it,
Yeah,
sometimes it's like very hurtful. Like
especially as a kid or like even young adult, whatever it is, it's like for someone to say that just in general, like I don't know, it just kind of hurts
it
sometimes.
kind of hurts, and
Yeah.
I didn't know how to handle it last time.
Yeah.
So that's why I actually sometimes quarrel with my dad and fight back. Then, yeah, but now it's better now.
I
And
think something that would be interesting for even people like who have this situation, what way did you attack the situation to make it better? Did you talk to him? Did you sit him down and was like, this is my goal? Or like, did you just kind of like, how did you try
Honestly,
to solve it?
talking doesn't really solve the problem.
Yeah.
It's proving them wrong.
Yeah. I love it.
Honestly, proving them wrong
Yeah.
is the best way to do it, because only till they see some kind of progress or result, then they will accept it. Because you can just say whatever you want, but if they don't see it, they would not believe it. Because see, that's the old school mindset and everything.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
I love that though, because I definitely think it's important to like say it and talk, but I don't think it's the problem solving. But I definitely think like putting your head down and putting in the work and
Yes.
just making it happen,
Correct.
just to show them and be like, I could do it.
Correct.
That's the only way to like
Correct. So
have that.
actually, when I was, because my parents always come and support me they always support me for my dance concert. So I performed for 4 years straight. So the first 3 years, first year I was just dancing. Second year I get to choreograph, and then third year also get to choreograph, and then fourth year I get the main lead and something like that. So it's like they see my improvement in dancing. Like my dad slowly approved me, like, oh, okay, maybe actually my kid has some kind of like not talent, some kind of like progress or like some kind of achievement there. That's why he can see that I'm growing. And then so that's how I somehow prove my dad wrong in terms of like, actually I'm quite good at dancing that. So like,
That's cool. But you guys like all good now in terms of like the dance stuff and all that. That's really good.
It's really good because that ever since I take this dance videography career, I actually managed to like sustain myself financially and everything. I never take a single cent from my dad or my mom anymore. Ever since I graduated, and that itself speak that I can do something with this, and like he's proud of me that I'm being independent.
I think that's the thing that like we have to kind of work towards, just like being able to actually sustain ourselves. Because as soon as we do that, because even with progress, let's say with dance, like even for me, like I was doing a lot of things with dance, but like I was sustaining myself, but not like enough where like they were like, oh, we will leave him alone because he's actually good. I was just earning a little bit here and there. But I think if you get to the point of like you're making enough money to do the thing that you want to do, I think they're just gonna leave you and just like,
exactly,
you're good now.
So
like we'll let you.
He doesn't worry anymore about me, like everything, not enough money and everything. So like it's okay, good. I'm good. Don't worry. Like
Crazy.
Every time he want to buy me like food, everything, it's okay. I'm okay. So there's these small things. I think it helps.
How's your mom with all of this? Were you like, did you talk to her? Was she someone you could talk to, or was she on the same page of like?
My mom is the one that's always actually been supportive of me, like doing this art, like directions. Because my mom actually last time she also involved a bit in like art, but not into it because of circumstances in life. So she actually likes like seeing me perform and everything. So sometimes my mom is my listening ears and everything. So my mom's always good. I'm actually mommy's boy.
Yeah, I love it. That's so good. All right, let's get into just how you started with filming. How did you get your first pieces of gear? What was your mission and all that? Yeah, let's go from there.
Okay, so how I get my first gear is actually because my dad. Because all the while I've been borrowing camera from my cousin, and because I don't have the money yet at the point of time, because I was still taking videography for dance as a hobby.
Real quick, what camera or like what was it that you were borrowing?
It was Canon 7D.
Okay, cool. Just
it's very heavy, bulky, but it works. And I used to buy I have a GoPro. I bought a GoPro because that's how I used to travel. Sometimes I travel and I take photo with it, but the quality is not really good. But people always remember me like, oh, that's the guy who started with the GoPro. But now slowly build up and have a gear. So I borrowed my cousin gear for quite some time, till the point that she got annoyed, like, you are using the camera more than me. So it's like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, then I think my dad realized that. Then he decided to give me a camera, Sony A7S, for my 21st birthday.
Awesome.
21st birthday, 4 years ago. So I was actually surprised. I didn't expect that, because like, oh crap, like
they're supporting this kind of thing.
I don't know, like, why is nobody buying me a camera? Like, I thought you didn't agree, but okay, sure, I'll, because it's not cheap. A7S is not cheap. Even until now, I think it's around 2,000 plus. Yeah, so it's actually a huge investment.
Yeah.
And like, okay, my dad has spent this much money, and I think I should do something with this. Because so this thing actually forced me to create. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So and then at the same time, I realized that the dance scene needs a videographer. So that's when I come in. And the first year of me doing this, I get zero money. I pay my own fee, like to go to the event and like for competition and everything. I just pay on my own money, and I'm just trying to get some
Just record it
footages and
all.
everything.
Yeah.
And at first, some people think I'm very extra.
Hmm.
I'm very. They say very kiasu. No,
Yeah.
kiasu, right?
Yeah.
Kiasu.
Kiasu, yeah.
They say very kiasu. Who's this guy? Very kiasus, yeah. Always like extra and taking clips. And but then they realized that this guy also actually helps to record all these moments. So like
Yeah.
suddenly organizers started to approach me and ask me, "Hey, Richard, like I need your help and everything." So like, okay, sure, like I can help for sure. As I'm happy the fact that I don't have to pay audience fee anymore. Like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah.
Did you realize what you were doing when you started? Like, were you like filming all the like battles and stuff? Were you like going in with a whole like I'm solving a problem, or were you just kind of like I just kind of like being here and I just want to record the moments for everyone?
It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Because I myself like to watch people dance and perform. Like it's very exciting for me. Like especially getting the moments, where the crowd goes oh,
Yeah.
everything. At the same time, because of that, my course and like my school, I know that I'm doing for a reason. I'm doing something for a reason, and I'm not doing it just for the sake of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing it for the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So yeah, just that I didn't have the tools to like do much, so I was just still stick with my GoPro for a year and everything.
Yeah.
That's sorry, not GoPro, my A7S. Yeah,
Yeah.
my with the sim lens. I tried make the best out of it, and then I started to invest in like stabilizers, and I help people to do their concept videos and everything. And yeah, it's word of mouth, and most of the first projects are from strictly dance zone dancers,
Yeah.
friends, and they just started recommending me. So like I'm very thankful for my club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And starting off, was it just like were you doing this for free or like a little bit of money at a time just to like try and save up? Is that what? Because that's the same for me. It was like I did the first few kind of things for free, and then maybe just a couple here and there, but it was just like very like minimal amounts.
Yeah,
Just to help me save.
Exactly. So that's what I say. The first year of me doing this, I literally got zero. So I literally do it for free for events. But for dance project, usually, since they are asking me, so I have the bargaining power and everything. So like I can ask for a small fee.
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
I guess $100. Okay. So like it's not much, but I guess it's a small progress for me to like at least from doing free, and then so now I get paid
A little bit.
yeah, it's a little bit. And always about I think I'm always thinking about the bigger picture of like, okay, I can do this for my portfolios and I get bigger project.
Yeah.
I get a tips from a friend that like when you're doing a project, you're not actually impressing the client that you're currently doing, but impressing the future clients.
Yeah.
The people.
It's weird. I definitely think that way. Every time I do a project, I just think about like just where it could lead to. Because I just think like if I do a project like with you, like no matter what, if you put it out on the internet in the world, someone's gonna see it, and that's gonna lead to like the different things.
Yes.
Not specifically like who I did it for. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So always think the bigger picture and like think like who can see these videos and like who can actually approach you for the next project. That's that's what was my mindset. Yeah. And then over the few years I learned a lot from experiences, mistakes from my friends, fellow videographer friends. And then it's just trial and error.
Yeah.
And then just experimenting with friends. And then now, yeah, I can safely say that I always have a gig to do every week.
Yeah.
So it's good. Life is okay.
That's so good. maybe talk a little bit about like your struggles, maybe just any little few funny stories, or like, especially like that's crazy just going to the events and paying for the events and like technically going and losing money each time, but like what kind of struggles did you have to go through to get gear, to get gigs?
Okay, there's this funny story for this all Asia. I remember this a lot because I don't know why I'm so stupid. Because I sprained my ankle
Yeah.
because I was sessioning, like dance session. Then after that, I sprained my ankle. And the next day there was this event, All Asia Waking Festival. I think 2015. I have to wear
Crutches.
Yeah. But I still came all the way from Tampines to here
Yeah.
with my crutches, bringing my gear to take video for free.
Crazy.
Like, I don't know why am I so determined.
Yeah.
But I think it's because that it's not every year. I mean, it's not every day you get to see
This event.
this event. So like that's what I was thinking. Like,
Was it a pretty big event?
it's pretty good. It's pretty big at that point of time. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot of dancers, and like I just want to come and like record and everything, and then like with my crutches, everyone's judging me like why is this guy with crutches and still coming, and like
Yeah.
So that's one. But I guess that shows like how
Determined.
determined. Determined I am. Yeah, in terms of like I want to capture stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be dope, and mistakes, problems, like footages missing. There's a lot. I did a lot of fucked ups. Also, it's normal. I guess it's part of the learning progress. There was one time that I accidentally formatted footages. Yeah, then I have to reshoot. Then also like all those mistakes that can be avoided if I plan properly.
Yeah.
But then I didn't, so that's why we fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it for an event or was it your own? Just doing your own thing.
Usually it's for dance project. Yeah.
Okay.
So like we didn't really properly plan like the flow and everything. Like suddenly the weather changed and like, oh crap, what are we gonna do now? Like don't have proper. Yeah. So I guess planning, like at the start I didn't really plan, but now I always have to have a backup plan and everything.
Yeah.
So planning of everything is very important. Yeah. I think that's what I learned for the past few years. And then getting help from people like assistant actually really helps me to progress faster and further, because with the assistant or like team actually helps me to create content faster and also more project coming for me. Like getting friends to help you also is a nice feeling. Like you have company, you're not doing it alone. So I don't know, in overall I think working with people together is better.
Definitely.
I used to think that last time, like, oh okay, if I have more people helping me means I earn less, but then again my stress also less. So like it's actually worth it, and I also have more time to spend for myself because someone else helping me with like the filming and like the editing. So I think the money spent on the stress and the time is worth it.
Because again, bigger picture of like the more work you do, again, I just think bigger and better work will come. So like as long as you keep pushing out work, I think it's somehow like
exactly
will play.
Exactly. It's how people perceive this brand. That's what I learned also, marketing and everything. So
real quick, is there any other sort of like struggles? Because I just know like from meeting you and just seeing you, like I just feel like you're like so determined to do all these things, and like I just think like insanely hardworking. But like what kind of like crazy struggles other than the crutches and things like that? What did you have to go through? Because I don't think a lot of people push and like will go when they have crutches, but like there's something about you that made you do that, and like I want to know what else like kind of
crazy. Difficulties,
even like DIY gear stuff, like if you had to like no tripod, if you had to like put a book, like whatever it is.
DIY. Well, of course, at first when we started, also we didn't have a lot of money, but No, DIY. I don't really do DIY because I'm lazy.
Okay.
No. Shooting in the rain and like get yourself wet
Yeah.
and then sacrifice and like I shot in like very weird places also, like forests, like muddy places. Get your oh, that's a point of time. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I remember. There was three of us, me, Sam, and Ming Hui, Mohobos. So we went to Coney Island, and then we went to shoot, just for fun. It's not for fun lah, because we were trying out like improving our skill and everything. We want to try and shoot like with our gear and everything. That's where there's some kind of staircase, and it was actually got a lot of what's the green thing?
I know moss.
Moss.
Is it moss?
Yes.
Yeah.
Moss.
Yeah.
So me and Ming Hui fall straight with down.
Yeah. Also on steps.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's on the steps.
So-
It's the steps, but it's damn slippery.
Yeah,
because of the moss. So we have to, like, oh my god, it's quite painful because actually Ming hit his head and he dropped, and I fell flat on the butt and everything. But we still, after that, we're like, oh fuck, but everyone's okay.
Yeah,
So just like all this small accident, but we still continue shooting after that. It's still fun. Like it's damn fucked up, but we enjoy that process of like exploring and like adventures and like leveling up ourselves.
Yeah.
Like that's the struggle that we actually have to go through to reach the level that we are at.
Yeah.
We all start somewhere lah.
Yeah.
So
I love that too. For me, that's like one of the greatest things. Like, I don't know, just little adventures and a little like stories that you have to like get the shot, or like even like trying to hold on to something to get like different things like that.
I think I still remember.
Yeah.
I have it here. Quick one. It's pretty fucked up. It's pretty memorable because it was the point of time that we were still trying out different stuff, and then like I want to show you. Oh wait, I got another struggle.
Okay.
Coto mati. I need to show you. Damn, I can't find. Later, if I find, then later. I remember I put it on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so another struggle for me is that visa.
Yeah.
Because right after I finished my school in Singapore Polytechnic, I have to, because I'm not a PR.
Yeah.
So technically, if I want to stay in Singapore, I have to get a job, and then it's either I get a job with working permit and everything, or I have to go back to Indonesia every 30 days.
Yeah.
So which one
30
I did?
days.
So because I didn't want to work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
With my diploma, I decided I will just travel back and forth Singapore.
That's
30
crazy.
days for 2 years. Yes, I did it for 2 years.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's every month, right?
Every month I
Yeah.
have to go back Indonesia. Yeah, I guess I don't know whether it's a struggle, but
I definitely think that's a struggle that not many people deal with. Because I know for me, even going to Sydney, like, because I was from Perth, Australia, like it was easy. Like I just went there and I'm like, my bank is the same, everything's the same. But I know a lot of people that travel from other countries and they're waiting for their PR. They can't travel for like visa things. I'm like, there's so much other stuff where I'm like, I don't deal with it. And I think it definitely is a struggle, but it's just how you deal with it too.
So it was actually an interesting phase, which I already clear now.
Okay, you PR now?
No, I have work permit now.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's good.
Hectic.
Yeah, because it was a dilemma for me. I wanted to do this dance videography thing full time. Just that there's no one that want to hire me for this kind of like industry and everything.
Yeah.
I have to make my own industry, literally.
Yeah,
Like, I have to make my own job and business and everything. So that's what I decided to do. I make my own business. I registered my own company here with my girlfriend help.
Yeah.
So and then I will just try to make enough money to justify that
you
I can
started a
actually
business.
I can have a work permit here
Yeah.
because I need to work here.
Yeah.
So that's what I did after 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's also a blessing in disguise, I guess, because I get to meet my parents more often. Like I have to come back like a month, so I have to visit them basically. So
how long did you go back for each time? Like, was it like a 2 days, 3 days, or
5 days?
5 days. Okay. It's like a little week kind of thing.
Almost a week. So there was some time that like I have to miss projects because of like, oh sorry, I'm overseas and like I can't do it. Yeah, but I also usually get help from people. That's why I say it's really nice to have assistant or helps, like so they cover me for a certain part. Then after that, maybe I'll edit it, like they film, then I'll edit something like that. So it works. So yeah, that's actually my struggle. But I have cleared it now because I recently got my work permit.
Yeah,
like employment pass here. So
that's so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. That's so good.
Yes. So life will work out somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm curious for like your mindset and everything, like just how hard you're working to push to like create and do all these things. Did you have that growing up, or like was it a certain thing that's driving you now even to like create more, do more?
I guess no. I don't think it's like something that is nurtured from my parents or something. It's just that I feel like I can do big things with this. That's why I always like to push. And the fact that this thing is still unexplored, like there's not a lot of people doing it, it makes it exciting. So it's like there's so many potentials that not done yet. So like I'm excited and curious at the same time about what we can do with this. So that's why I've been pushing and like again proving people wrong, because a lot of people think that you can't live with dance.
Yeah.
So like I hear that sentence a lot, like dance cannot make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like arts is like it's not something that you can live off.
Yeah.
I would like to change that perspective in my own way. So like, hey, I'm actually a dance videographer and actually I can live just by doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to achieve.
Yeah.
I guess the proving people wrong in like in that way makes me work harder.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I think that again, like I said, like with a lot of people, I think that's one of the big things, which is like you say I can't do this, I'm just gonna like prove it. And I think it's like a fuel to like just push you and keep doing things, which I think is definitely an awesome like start to like pushing for stuff. Because otherwise, like where do you find the drive to suddenly like push for things? But yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like, and also I want to give a better life for my family, I guess, and my future family. My parents and my future family. So and leave a legacy. Like I don't know. We all die one day. Then like I always think myself like, what do you want people to remember you? It's like at least if I die now, probably people think that that's the guy who take video for the dance scene in Singapore. Yeah, I mean that's what I think like legacy.
Yeah, I love that because I'm the same. I always think, I literally think in like when I'm 60, when I'm 70, and not even like dying, but like what are people gonna think? How is everyone gonna feel about this person? And like how are people gonna treat me at 70? Because if you didn't care about people, I think they would forget about you. But like if you did care, I think there would be some people around that still like will have that feeling or thought, and like you just affect people like that. But if you had to have like what would you want your legacy to be? Like if you had to say it.
I would probably want people to remember me to be the guy who helped records memories, like very very exciting memories of dancers and like someone who helped to prove that dance is not something to be underestimated. It's actually a very big industry, and like I don't know, yes, just like, and I hope people just remember me as a nice guy. Yeah, nothing much actually.
I love that though. That's awesome. Yeah, I really love that. That's so good. Especially that you think about legacy. I think it's just such an important thing. Instead of again just your goal, it's like I think the legacy or like your want for legacy helps drive it all. Like it's crazy. Maybe even for me, this might help me, but like what are the kind of steps or like things you've learned along your journey that has dramatically helped you in filming? Like is it again getting help? Is it going out to practice? Like what are the main steps you've taken, especially with business wise, like starting the whole business more than just the videographer? Yeah.
Definitely learning new knowledge from wherever, like from internet, from friends. Actually friends helped me a lot. So because it's not possible for us to know everything, so it's like how to say, it's like you read a book. I mean, you can only have one life, but if like you read a book, you can have a lot of experiences from that books. If you read so many books, then you can have multiple experiences.
Yeah.
Going through it. So
Yeah.
like by having a lot of friends and getting to know more people, and it teach you different kind of life skill and everything.
Yeah.
And you just combine it and apply it in your own life.
Yeah.
I guess it definitely will help you. And like because I have friends who have their own business, and then I'll ask them, how is it to deal with your own companies and everything.
Yeah.
And I have people who just like how to say, doing videography, and like they are more experienced than me in terms of like the years they put in, and like the amount of equipment they have gone through. So I will ask them, how do you actually choose the right equipment and everything?
Yeah.
Getting tips from them, like it's very important. And don't be afraid to ask, I guess. That's the key point, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't be, and actually ask question is a really something important in life. Like you should ask why is this happening, like why things like that. I feel like if we just following the flow and without questioning stuff, I think I don't know, I'm just curious in
life.
Like why things works like that. Why do people think like this way? Why would people think not that way?
I'm always like that. I think I grew up like that, just questioning everything, just like seeing how people interact with this, just anything. And
but it's like, different from being skeptical.
Yeah, definitely different. It's just more curiosity.
It's just curious, okay,
Something interesting that you might just take away is like I've heard that if you ask why 5 times, or roughly like 5 times, you get to the root problem. Because you know how like you usually like, why is this like a problem? Why is this a problem? Then okay, ask why that is. And apparently 5 times, and you roughly get to like the root problem. It's
okay.
Super interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. Let me think. I think I've like asked like most of the stuff. I would just say the same sort of question is, in 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, like let's just go with 5. What is your mission with RPP? What is your mission with life?
My aim would probably to have RPP to have my own office, my own team. Like, can you imagine like a space, working space with people working together and then creating something over there? I'll think like I want to make RPP like a media company. So it's like basically it's a hub for people if you need some kind of like helps to create something related to dance contents. So that's where you can approach us, and in the office there'll be a lot of people doing like design work, videography, photography, anything related. So it's like agency or like
Yeah.
So that kind of office space, and then something that people can work together and brainstorm together. And I want to actually explore Southeast Asia, because Southeast Asia I think is very very underrated. And then like maybe if I have like branches of offices in different cities, countries, then that would be nice. Like I have fellow friends like in Manila, have fellow friends in Jakarta, fellow friends in Malaysia or something like that. And we have our own offices space to do that. So that would be nice. Yeah, that's my goal, I guess. Yeah, and then also good enough to pay my own needs, like families. Yeah, growing my kids and everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. Having my own company that can actually give job opportunities and help society at the same time.
Yeah, I love it. That's such a good goal. I like really hope that like happens. But
Gonna take some time though.
yeah, hectic. Thank you so much for like being on the show. I feel like we definitely covered so much. I'm so glad to like hear like a lot of your story, because from afar you've always been an inspiration of like how hard you work and stuff. So
Thank you.
thank you so much. Yeah, hectic. All right.